Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing this colorful spring cut crease makeup tutorial for you guys. It's very different than anything I've ever done, so let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes using my Decay Potion Primer in Original, and taking my finger, I'm going to blend that all over the lid as always. First, I'm going to go in with the Zoeva Smoky Eyes palette, which I love this palette so much. So first, to go ahead and start to put the highlight down under our brow bone, I'm going to take this shade all the way to the left. It's called Relieve the Moon on a fluffy angled brush, and I'm going to go ahead and put this right under the brow as the brow bone highlight. Then going in with my Sigma E40 brush, I'm going to take the shade Sweet Smell, which is a really nice saddle brown color. And I'm going to put this down as my transition shade, going from outer corner all the way to inner corner and blending it up to the brow bone. Then I'm going to take this angled brush, I got this from Sephora, and I'm going to go into the shade Ashes Awake, and this is when we're going to start to do our cut crease. Now when you do a cut crease, you want to look straight ahead into your mirror. That's why you can see the mirror at the bottom of the screen. And you want to look straight ahead and create the cut crease right above your natural crease. You don't want the cut crease right into your crease because you want it to be seen, if that makes sense. So you want to go right above your natural crease. So I'm taking this angled brush and just creating a line where our cut crease is going to start. The other thing with a cut crease is you want it to look like, you don't want it to be too blended. Like, you know how usually when you do your makeup looks, you want to make sure it's always blended and everything's nice and blended. With a cut crease, you want it to be blended, but you want to see the cut crease. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other eye, starting off with a line. Now going in with seriously the best brush for a cut crease. This is a Sigma E45, and I'm going to go back into that brown. And like I said, this is a tapered brush, so the end is at a point. So what I'm going to do is going to take a little bit of that brown shade and just start to blend it onto that line we made for the cut crease. Again, you don't want it to be extremely blended. You want the cut crease to be seen, but you do want the whole eye look to be nice and blended together. So this is why this brush is so perfect for a cut crease, because that tapered end at the end will blend out that cut crease, but it doesn't blend it too much, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to go back and forth, adding a little bit at a time, and then going in with my Sigma E25, taking the smallest amount of that brown shade. I'm going to start to blend this up right above our cut crease line. Again, you want the makeup look to be nice and blended. I feel like I'm kind of contradicting myself because I'm telling you a cut crease is not blended, but you want the eye look to blend into each other, so that's why I'm just blending a little bit of that brown right above that cut crease line. And then going back in with the cut crease color, I'm going to go ahead and just define that line again, all over again, because I didn't want it to be too blended. I want the cut crease to be cut. So I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. It's kind of hard to describe to do a cut crease, but I just wanted to go ahead and describe every single step of what I'm doing so you guys understand. So then I'm going back in with that E45 and just blending it slightly. Then I'm going to go back in with my E40 with a little bit more of that Sweet Smell saddle brown color, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend everything, blending more kind of mainly right above the brown. Then I'm going to go in with the NYX pencil, jumbo pencil in Milk, and I'm going to go ahead and put this down on my eye, and then take just a regular flat shader brush, any kind of brush that you have will do, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend this all across the lid. You don't want to go, of course, above the cut crease. You just want to go ahead and blend this out across the eye. I'm putting this down as a base because we are going in with a green shadow, and I want the light green to be really intense and bold, and I just want to go ahead and put this down as the base. For the lid shade, I'm going in with the shadow by Colourpop. This is called Flux. Now they don't sell this anymore. I know, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have used this, but I swear I was looking at my makeup collection and it was just yelling at me that I had to use it. So any light green that you have will do. So I'm going to go ahead and pack that all over the lid. And as you can see me doing here with this eyeshadow brush by Sigma, I'm taking that green and I'm cutting the crease even more with that green shadow. We created the cut crease before with the brown. When I go in with that green, I kind of just like slide my brush across the cut crease, so it's going to just cut that crease even more. How many times have I said the words cut and crease in this tutorial? Anyway, and as you can see, I had to take a selfie because I looked so good. So then going back in with that E45 brush, I'm just slightly blending the green into the brown, just a little bit, not too much, because you want it to be intense and cut. Again, I said cut. Off camera, I went ahead and do my winged liner. I used my Inglot Gel Liner in number 77, and I went in with my Sigma E06 brush, and I also did my lashes, and I used the House of Lashes Featherette lashes, as you can see. So now we're going to go ahead and do the face. I went in with my YSL Touché Blur Primer and applied that all over the face. And then to go ahead and smooth out the face, I went in with my Bobbi Brown Skin Smoothing Pore Perfector Primer and applied that all over the face, as you can see. And then I went in with my BECCA Backlight Targeted Corrector in the shade Pistachio, which coincidentally matched my eye color, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this to the places on the face that I need to cover up. And then for foundation today, I'm going to be going in with my tried and true Loreal True Match Lumi Foundation. I'm trying to find another song to play, that's why I look crazy. So I'm going to go in with my Sigma Flat Top Kabuki F80 brush, and you've seen me do this a million times, so that is why I'm speeding through it. Then my Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit in medium. I'm taking Warm Coral on a Sigma F75 concealer brush, I believe, and I'm putting this under the eyes. While I let that set, I'm going to do my brows. You guys have seen me do this again a million times, so I am speeding through. I'm using my Brow Wiz in Soft Brown and my brow powder in Soft Brown, as always. After the brows, I'm going to go in with my concealer by MAC. I'm using my MAC Pro Longer Concealer in NW20 and apply that under the eyes, as always. To highlight the rest of my face, I'm going in with my Naked Skin Concealer. My shade is Light Warm, and I'm going to go ahead and apply this to the places where I need to have a little bit more of a highlight, so on the forehead, nose, and chin, and then just to brighten up the under eyes a little bit more, and I'm blending all this out again with my F80 Flat Top Kabuki brush. For my contour, I'm going in with the Giorgio Armani Maestro Liquid Summer Drops in the shade 100 with this Sephora number 57 brush, and apply this to all the places that you usually contour, and again blending it out with my Flat Top Kabuki brush. To set the under eyes, I'm going in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm using my Sigma F35 brush to set the under eyes, forehead, chin, and my smile lines. And then to go ahead and set the rest of the face, I'm going to go in with my Lancome Absolute powder in Absolute Golden with this big fluffy brush by Sigma. I believe it's the F20, and again just powdering and putting this all over the face. For contour, I'm going in first and bronzing with the MAC Skin Finish in Give Me Sun. And then to define the contour a little bit more, I'm going to go in with this Marc Jacobs contour palette, and I'm going to take the shade all the way to the left, and this is my MAC 168 brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply this to the contour areas just to add a little bit of a grayish brownish tone to the contour. And then going back in with my Zoeva palette, I'm going to take the brown that Ashes Awake on that angled brush, again from Sephora, and apply this to the lower lash line. And then going in with my Sigma E30 pencil brush with the shade Sweet Smell, and I'm going to go ahead and blend all of that out. And then I want to go ahead and add a little bit of definition to the outer corner of my eye, so going in with the black in this palette, which is called Real Light. I'm just adding it to the outer corner, as you can see, and then back with my pencil brush with no additional product on it. I'm just going to go ahead and blend that black out. For eyeliner, I'm going in with my tried and true Tarte Skinny Smolder Eyes eyeliner in Onyx. I'm going to go ahead and tightline the upper waterline with that, as well as putting it in my lower lash line waterline, as always. And for mascara on the lower lashes, I'm going to go in with my MAC Gigablack mascara and just apply this to the lower lashes. Here, I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Fine Line Liquid Liner, and I'm going to go ahead and just, as you can see when I put on my false lashes, it kind of took down some of the winged liner in the inner corner, so I'm going in with my liquid liner and just perfecting the winged liner a little bit more so I didn't have that gap from the lashes. For inner corner highlight, I'm going to go in with the Colourpop shadow in Tassel, and I was just going to use my pinky, but I decided that it really wasn't giving me the payoff that I wanted, so I went in with this Morphe brush, which I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll leave it in the description bar below, and I went ahead and applied that right to the inner corner for my inner corner highlight. And as you can see, I almost dropped my palette, but first I'm going to go in with the blush in Harmony by MAC, and I'm going to go ahead and apply this with my Sigma blush brush. For highlight today, I'm going to use my Loreal Gilded Honey highlighter, and I'm using my Makeup Forever straight brush. This is the 108 brush, and I'm just going to apply this to the cheekbones, the top of the nose, the tip of the nose, the cupid's bow, and a little bit to the chin. And as you can see me doing here, I'm just taking my Morphe M501 brush and just blending it out a little bit more. For lips, I'm going to go in with my MAC lip liner and Subculture, and I'm going to line my lips as always. For lipstick, I'm going to go in with this Velvet 59 lipstick, and this is in the shade Vanilla Macaroon, I believe. I'm going to just go ahead and apply this to the lips. As you can see, it's a really intense kind of light pale pink, and I really wanted to add this because, like I said, normally I wouldn't go with a pink like this, but because it's a nice spring look, I wanted to go with a lighter pink. But just to add a little bit more definition, I'm going back with my Subculture lip liner, and I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips right on top of that lipstick because it did kind of wash out my face, so I wanted to go in and just add a little bit more definition back into my lips with that Subculture lip liner. And then on top of that, I'm going to go in with the NARS lip gloss, and this is in the shade Striptease, which I got recently, and as you can see, it's gorgeous. So now I am obsessed. And after that, the look is complete. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I love this look. If you guys liked it, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up and also make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I love you all, and I'll see you in my next video.